I will. Well, thank you, everyone. Most of you, I've spoken to all of you on the phone, email, whatever it is. But Jasmail is joining today. She's only 2 days with Haventree Bank, so she's going to watch me to take pointers of what not to do during a presentation, and then she can, do her own thing. But she will just observe today, and thank you for letting her join. And it's great to see everyone again. I can't believe it's already June, and sometimes, I still, when I talk to you guys on the phone, I try to put your face to who I'm talking to. So it's really nice to see you all. But today I put together actually a pretty neat, I'm not going to bore you with any policy, going through a whole manual of policies, but I put together today a top 10 highlights of the night, actually, that I'm going to go through with you guys, and hopefully it will help with your business. Some of you will know about some of these features already, and some may not, or it'll be a refresher for you. And hopefully you can take a few of these few things from my top 10 and probably hopefully put some deals together. And what I will do now is share my screen and go through my top 10. Here it is.
Do we need like a David Letterman kind of intro? Is Paul coming on to do?
No, you
do you remember that? I think his sidekick was named Paul.
Yeah, I do watch a lot of sports too, so I like they're sitting at the sports desk, the top 10
okay.
of the night. But
all right, fair enough. My Letterman thing went straight over. I'll work on that. The delivery I'll work on.
All good. So you guys, what I'm going to do is just briefly touch base on my top 10. So as I go forward, this is Rufus. He's a wet dog here, but we are here to change the face of alternative lending. And at number 10, Haventree Bank features. Number 10 is, if you don't know already, we do have for your clients a next job program. We had this actually before the pandemic started. So if clients lost their job and they were, wondering how are they going to make their next mortgage payment, they'd be scared to call the bank and wonder what's going to happen with my mortgage if I don't pay my mortgage in a couple months. This next job program, we did partner up with Next Job, and it really helps the clients. Will defer their mortgage payments up to 4 months. But on top of that, Next Job actually helps your client with their resume, helping them find a new job. And that's what the main feature here is about, is helping the client get a new employment. In turn, they don't have to worry that their mortgage payments are going to be behind because the lender will defer those mortgage payments. Okay, so that's called the Next Job program. That is for your clients, just for having a Haventree Bank mortgage. Number 9, we have a home systems warranty program, free, worry-free. Again, free, worry-free. Say that 10 times, but it is through the Encompass home systems warranty program. The main feature here is they don't have a monthly fee, and it does these. I've seen this utilized a lot, especially for those clients that you just did a refinance debt consolidation. One of their home systems goes and now they're facing a $5,000 bill. Well, you just got them out of debt, and now they're going to have to go back into their credit and pay for this darn $5,000 repair or something. Well, no, they have the Haventree Bank Home Systems Warranty Program. They receive this package as well at time of funding. So they have all these details when the mortgage funds, so they know that they have it. It's a great program free of charge for your clients. Okay. And again, sorry to interrupt. After this, I'm open for questions, so I'll get through my top 10. But at number 7, AVM. So a commitment without an appraisal condition, especially nowadays when appraisals I'm hearing brokers are finding, having trouble book appraisals, or they're 2 weeks out, they can't get a rush appraisal, or if they want a rush appraisal, some appraisers are charging thousands of dollars. I've seen some say, hey, if you want this appraisal within 3 days, I'm going to charge you $800. Well, we have an AVM, not on every file, but if it qualifies for the AVM, the underwriter gives you that option and says, we'll give you the option. Do you want to put this through an AVM, Or do you just want to do a full appraisal right away? And a lot of times the brokers say, no, if it qualifies to be put under the AVM, let's try that first. But you do need to follow up with your client because it's a fee involved. It's the same fee as an appraisal cost, like $350, but it saves the time and hassle for ordering the appraisal and having an appraiser go to somebody's property. So we do offer an AVM, okay, on certain files. Number 7, second mortgages. We do offer seconds that go behind most financial institutions, most lenders other than privates and mixed. But this is a great program. Do some debt consol. They want to do an equity takeout without having to break their first mortgage, because if they do a full refinance, they have that large payout penalty. Great program. But what I love about this, you guys, coterminous second, we can make it coterminous to the first. So you have that option to get them that ETO, that debt consolidation without breaking their first mortgage. Their first mortgage might have 22 months left. Oh, well, they're going to have a $15,000 payout penalty. Well, let's try a second and then have that second mature at the same time as the first. And now they're going to come back to you in 22 months. And now you're going to do a brand new mortgage with them, hopefully maybe with an A lender at the time, and consolidate their first and second at the same time. So again, coterminous, and it's a great product for those ones you don't want to break that first mortgage term. Coming in at number 6, we love Bruise Credit. We love Challenge Credit. I love them. I love helping you guys help those clients that have had a life event that occurred. These ones actually, this is why I believe we are here, and this is why you guys do what you do, to be honest. Bruise Credit is not to do with, hey, this is the best rate. No, this is the best solution on how we're going to get your life back on track. And these are the good news stories. When I do deals of the week and I look at my deals, I love to share these stories. It's clients that something happened in their life that we're not approving them based on a credit score. And yeah, you know, A space right now, they just don't qualify. They don't have that length of time in good standing. They don't have that good of a credit minimum beacon score. We don't have a minimum beacon score. I've funded mortgages at 490 credit scores. Tell us the story. How are we helping the client? Let's get their life back on track. We're saving them $2,000 a month in debt payments. I love those ones. Bankruptcy, discharge 1 day. We only need 1 day discharge from bankruptcy. What if they owe CRA or property tax arrears? Geez, I just closed one the other month there. We paid out the CRA taxes, but there was a reason and story. This is why, you know, right now, a lot of it's because maybe it's due to either a spouse couldn't work or a loss of income or reduced income. They just got too far behind on credit. They didn't have enough savings because they had to dip into their savings to feed their family and couldn't even pay CRA taxes. Well, now this is why their life is changed. This is why they're getting back on track. Let's pay off that CRA and now they have no more stress. Consumer proposals, they can be paid out or we can keep them in place. We usually look, okay, they're 1 year consumer proposal, 1 year in good repayment status. Does it make sense? They can debt service that payment. We'll leave that consumer proposal open. Done a lot of these as well. Okay, so Bruise Credit, you guys call me on these ones. I love these, and these are how you guys are here to help them out. But I guarantee you find them a solution now because their banks were saying, no, we need longer time of good credit standing. You do this now, you present them with that exit strategy for a year or two. Those clients are definitely coming back to you for that mortgage. So you're getting a mortgage now, and then you're going to get that mortgage in a year or two. Pay us out and take them to an A lender. Okay. Number 5. Well, why do you need an alternative lender? The ratios probably may not work. So we need that. We need either certain incomes to even fit within the realm of an alternative lender. And that's where a lot of times we'll use 100% CCB income, child alimony support income, even if your applicant's not employed. So I've seen some applicants where, they need to have employment if and that lender will use a certain portion of that income. But we've had a lot of applicants that aren't employed. So we have one applicant that's employed, but we need some extra income to debt service, even to get it to the 50% range. We'll use that applicant CCB. Maybe they're receiving some child support, but also ways that we look at, I guess, getting those ratios within line are also how we put liabilities into the equation. For example, child support paying clients, we deduct we take 50% of child support payment in and add that into liabilities, not the full child support payment. That really helps with the ratios, even deducting alimony from the income instead of adding it as a liability. Those are ways that we kind of help. You'll say, hey, Ryan, I have a 55% TDS. How do I get this to work? This is my scenario. And this is where I may come up and say, this is the incomes we can use. A lot of times, you guys, too, this 85% rental offset, big one for brokers to get those ratios within line. Disability incomes, foster care incomes, even incomes that are non-taxable, we can even gross those up. So just these are ways that you present the case and say, well, this is what my debt ratio is. These are the incomes involved. This is how I get the deal to work because maybe a lender's not using this income or this income is non-taxable, so we can't use it. These are ways that we can try to help make that deal work. And contributory income. Family member living in the house with you, contributing to the living expenses, but does not want to be on the deal and does not want to be on the and is not on the property. They're not even a guarantor. We'll use like 50% of their income because they're helping with the living expenses. So these are ways that we can try to help make those deals work for you guys. Number four, BFS, bank statement approach. Perfect. You guys that have done alternative deals, you know what it is, the old stated income type of way, but we're basically looking, you guys, at business deposits minus the business expenses. And I think especially nowadays with some businesses being, I guess, have a reduced income last year, but hey, they're all of a sudden back open. They're on pace to earning maybe what they made before, but they don't have that, a 2-year worth of personal income taxes and such. We'll look at minimum 6 months bank statements. Let's look at those business deposits. Let's minus off the business expenses. And that's the qualifying income we'll look at using. Okay. Great program for your business for self clients without no T1s, no NOAs, no business financials. Okay. Call me on those ones. All right. Coming down to number 3 now. You guys would have access to rentals because if you add your leader Deb as on the deal, because she is silver status, she would have access to our rental product. Okay, so if you do have a rental program, we just have to add Deb to the deal, and I'll tell you in the next slide what our elite loyalty program entails, because you need silver status to have access to this amazing rental program. RPM 100 is either we're using 100% rental income and we have to DCR at 1.0 up to 10 rental properties plus principal residence, right, Chris? On that, yeah. Or the RPM 85 where, it's a smaller portfolio of rentals. Let's just do an 85% rental offset on all those rentals. But the main thing with the RPM 100 is we DCR the subject and we just have to really debt service the owner occupied property. Okay, but call me on those, and you guys have access to those. Unfortunately, with some brokers, I have to turn those rentals down because they just don't have silver status yet. So at number 2, our elite loyalty program, you earn loyalty points on top of the finder's fees that we pay you for getting the deal done. This is an incentive for each individual broker, and it's really a non-taxable form of rewards that you fund a deal, you get a certain amount of loyalty points. You can turn those points into dollars on a Visa card, or there's another ways you can use that Visa is there's a catalog online when you actually log in. You can order gift cards for people, use those points for that, or there's a catalog you can buy stuff on, but most people just take those points, You order your Visa card one time and it's a reloadable Visa card. So every time you fund a deal, you go into your Elite Loyalty account and transfer those points to your Visa card. 1 point equals $1. So pretty simple. If you want more information, you can speak to your leader on that one as well. But this one's and how do you get to silver status is by your cumulative points that you earn. So you earn points on each deal, and then when you get to 1,000 points, you get to silver status. Okay, so as we move forward, reach out to me for more details on that. So that was number 2. And finishing off the evening on our top 10 highlights of the night is Ryan Joseph, your account manager. And I apologize for doing this, but I thought it'd be a good laugh. But no, I really am I really am here to help you guys, and it's those deal runs. It's not me, it's the deal runs. I'm trying to find solutions, especially in the alternative space. You have a challenge on a file. Why can't you get it done? This is what I'm here for. I love the email inquiries that you guys send to me. Give me a call. Let's try to work something out. But I really want to be that major resource. I may not be the number one, but you know, I'm here for you guys to help support. Okay. And that, everyone, concludes Ryan's top 10 highlights of the night. I hope you enjoyed. Do you have any questions?
Well, it was entertaining, that's for sure.
Well, you know, I didn't want to be the boring presentation guy. I want to add some value. You know, there's some good things to add. I didn't want to go through every single policy guideline and update, and that's what I'm here for, right? These are some features. You're going to have this, oh yeah, I have this business for self guy. Or Ryan, I just pulled his credit. He's at a 490 beacon. What can I do? You know, Ryan, he's at a 55% TDS, and I don't really want to go private on this one right now. Let's get them in the middle, and that's where we are. Is, you know, it doesn't get approved on the A, but you don't want to go private with those higher rates. We're in that middle zone, right?
Kelly, I saw your hand go up.
Yeah, I had a question. I don't know if you would be able to answer it or not, but for the Encompass home system warranty, like, I'm a new broker, so I'm not too familiar with it, but what kind of systems do you find that you regularly like with that?
Most of them, any plumbing, heating, cooling, those types of things. If you do want more info, I can also, Kelly, I can send you a broker package which has our details of that in there. And also, you guys, just as a resource, before you know, if I'm not available, at haventreebank.com, we have a broker portal that is available for all of you. It's the same login for every broker nationally. Okay, and it has that has all those details on there too. But
okay, I'll just
give more details on it. Yes.
Brian, any changes on lending areas, like adding places like Salmon Arm or something like that?
Oh, I knew you'd ask, Chris. I am chomping at the bit for that to occur. Okay, but right now we're still in hiatus. I have all my I put together proposals even from the pandemic, when the pandemic basically started a year ago. I had, you know, I was getting 80 in Vernon even, and then all of a sudden the pandemic hit and management won't review my proposals or anybody's in the country on approved lending areas right now.
Okay.
It is on my list, Chris, and it's one of my main ones. Okay.
Well, appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you.
And for anyone that wasn't on the call a little bit earlier, Ryan was saying that their typical turnaround can be between 2 to 3 days. No guarantees. I'm not going to hold Ryan to that, but 2 to 3 days. So that's a pretty decent work turnaround time. I think at this point, it's a very busy time.
Yeah, and the underwriter will reach out, and if they have, once they start review, you're going to get an email or a call from them and say, hey, I have some questions on this or questions on that now. If you're not hearing back, I am also available. to follow up for you. Okay, so 2 to 3 right now for the underwriter to review it. And then of course, depends how many docs, right, Chris? How many docs are involved in bank statements? Stuff.
Oh, yeah, I gotta give him credit. This deal was painful from the start. Client's a lovely guy, but what a mess. And Val, I gotta give her credit for soldiering on as opposed to just telling me to go punt. But
Well, thank you for your patience as well, Chris.
yeah, well,
Should fund
goes both
tomorrow,
ways.
right? So all good.
When you're saying docks, I thought you were talking about like lakeshore docks.
Oh, that would be no documentation.
Like
here.
he had like a whole bunch of docks, and it's like, wow.
Oh,
How many
well,
docks can a house have?
following the bouncing ball was pretty challenging. I've got some training to do with this particular client.
So in a nutshell, Ryan, aside from your very succinct 10 points, would you say that Haventree is a place where we can kind of look at virtually anything that's unusual?
Well, unusual, yeah. Properties, no, not unusual properties, but unusual deals, but not really unusual, but deals that have challenges, right? The unusual word might, let's say challenges.
It feels unusual though, like,
Yeah,
'cause we'll get these weird scenarios where clients will have some weird credit issue or some weird income issue, and it seems like that really fits well within the Haventree catalog.
We're here to try to put it all together and piece it together to find a solution, or else it would probably be an A deal, right? And that's exactly unusual. You know, yeah, exactly. But you're needing to work together with a lender and an underwriter to find a solution. Now, you run those by me first, right? And I say it's worth a submission, but also to save you time, you guys. That's why you send me. I love the inquiries up front, and actually I'll send you a note saying, and I'll be honest, sorry, it doesn't fit our realm. So then you don't have to wait a day or two for an underwriter to come back and say, hey, this doesn't fit, it's declined, right? Where I can vet it up front for you guys and save you that day or two so you can go somewhere else for it.
So how close is your vetting versus the underwriter's underwriting?
Well, I sure hope pretty good. But a lot of times I don't see the full docs. I don't see the full history of it, and things may come up during the underwriter review, right, Pete? But unless you're Deb and you put in the notes that Ryan said approved.
Well, this is what I'm getting at. If we just put Ryan's already vetted, it's good.
To be honest,
just rubber stamp.
You guys are 87% fund to app ratio, so a lot of deals, most deals that come in get done. That's amazing in the alternative. That's amazing in the A space. That's unheard of in the alt world. So that's why I appreciate you guys following up, and I would love to run more deals for you guys. That's the main thing. If we can even keep, my goal is you guys 20 to 30% fund to app ratio in the alternative space. So it's amazing. You guys are amazing at what you do with that. So.
Does anyone have any other questions? So I know Ryan did mention the portal. Maybe what I'll do is that mentioned in all your emails, Ryan? The portal and the login?
Actually, it's in my email signature, actually. There's actually.
I thought so.
Yep.
Does everyone on this call get the email?
Yep.
Now, how about I send you this presentation in PDF format too, and then then you can always look at my picture on the first.
Well, yeah, I need a new desktop image, so
I'm just no, and I'll send you that. Now, if you guys want anything, that's where just reach out and say, hey Ryan, can you send me this, or where can I find this? So.
I have a question, Ryan.
Yeah, I see.
First of all, you are the -- reason. Don't sell yourself short. I always appreciate your quick replies. Wanted to say that. I have a client he currently has a Haventree mortgage. We saved him from some credit troubles, and there's been some other things that have come up. He's got his renewal coming up in September.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys do as far as like refinancing if he wants to come back and relook at the value of the property and maybe advance a little bit more money?
Okay.
What do you do in that?
You could put together a new application, and you could either reach out to servicing department. Now there is an authorization to disclose form that I would need signed but by you and the client, authorizing us to provide all their current information of what we have on their current mortgage, right? Or because we do credit checks and stuff as well, but you could also submit a new application as an internal refinance. Okay.
Would it be a full, like, not that it matters on the pay
Yeah.
side of things, but would you pay on the full new mortgage or just on the new money?
New money. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, sometimes, you know, you may, if you want the full pop, yeah, you pay us out, right?
But how many alternative lenders are going to take out other alternative
Right.
lenders?
Well, you know, I've seen my share. Seen my share. You're right, though.
All right, Chris, you good? You're out? Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much, Ryan.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. And Jasmine, good luck in your career. Let us know if we can bombard you.
Thank you.
I'm sure we would. But yeah, so Ryan, I look forward to getting that email. I will forward it off for anyone that doesn't have it. And we're going to keep going on this meeting. So if you guys want to click the red button to leave, that's all good. And
Sounds
thank
good.
you again for your time.
No, thank you. And it was awesome to see you all again. Thank you so much for your support as well. Okay. See ya.
Awesome. Have a good one. See you guys.
You too. Bye.